Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Now, in our last session, we just kind of stormed through this whole ticket security page, and it seems to be working. I'm pretty happy with it. And there's some styling to be done, and I guess we kind of neglected unit tests during this development. Blah blah blah. Yeah, all of this is done. So I don't really have a plan for today's session. Let's log in and see what we can find. There are some bugs here and there, but I figured, half an hour. Let's do half an hour, no more than that, just to push the project a little bit further. Half an hour a day gives you at least some results, and especially if you set the goals very low, like this one and this one. Payment requests for emails. We don't store emails on payment requests, but we store email on payments. However, the customer can use whatever email they want, right? When the customer is redirected to the payment page, they can put whatever email they want. It doesn't have to be the email attached to the ticket. So this is not very reliable method of identifying payment requests anyways. So let's push it to the bottom. List of other tickets submitted by the user. I thought I already did that. Let's see, Mr. Andrew Smith. What do you have? Okay, we have, as you can see, I modified the list. So it was the table before, very ugly table, and I had two lists, one for paid, one for unpaid or pending, and now I changed it to just one list and with a nice little badge. And now we can create payment requests and other tickets from Andrew Smith. Now, do we store on the tickets? We store email, right? Yeah. So let's do that. Well, first of all, let's add that. Let's add that column for admin, just so we have it. And actually, last time when I added stuff, did I add it to entities? Or I'm thinking of the other project. I think I'm thinking of the other project. Yeah, I'm not doing the other project on YouTube because it's my first project in Laravel 11. I have plenty of experience with Laravel 5 and Laravel 8, but not with 11. And 11 has changed a lot, actually, for how the project is kept now. The project structure is a lot better than it was before. It's very intuitive too. I have had no problems finding anything. So it's yeah, I like where the Laravel 11 went. But since I don't have much experience with it, I don't wanna just post it, because it would be rather boring just watching me trying to figure out stuff and learn. So I want to gain some more proficiency before I start publishing projects. Or maybe once I get it to the point where there's more maintenance and like more feature development and not the core functionality development. Right now I have to set up the standards and project structure and everything. The Cake, on the other hand, I've been working in Cake for 2 and 4 for the past 3 years, so I'm pretty handy with it. So back to our thing. We want to bake migration, and other than admin flag, what do we need? Do we need anything else? No, just admin. So it's gonna be called admin flag. Why not? Yeah. Admin flag, let's add it, and we want this table, and that is bhr users, right? Users, and sooner or later we're gonna have to test the table renaming, because I'm not sure why we're even why we have that functionality. I don't know if that's gonna be something that is actually gonna be useful, but we'll see. So column name is admin, and that's gonna be boolean, and it's gonna default to false. That's it, pretty much. That is pretty much it. So we have our migration. Let's migrate it. And okay. Oh, that was quick. Usually it takes a little longer. And bhr users, there's only one, and I'm not an admin. Let's make myself an admin, because why not? So we are an admin now. So now, based on that, when we go to my tickets, ticketing service, right? When we go to our tickets, or my tickets, right? There. Right now, we're just showing all the tickets from the database. And we want to show, so these are fetch tickets assigned. Is that what we are using? Yes, my tickets, fetch tickets assigned. So now if, that is identity interface, not a user. I would like that to be a user entity, but let's just do the inefficient thing, meaning this fetch, because we have user service, right? And a user entity is user service fetch user by ID, user get identifier. So now we have the user entity, and if user entity, and we didn't add a so bhr user needs to have is admin set to true, and property, which is int, what is, well, it's boolean, technically it's int or tiny int, but we treat it as boolean here, so default is false, not protected, property, what am I doing, is admin. So technically that should, the ORM should take care of that. We'll see. There's nothing we should modify in the table, right? Yeah, because this is not, this isn't gonna be validated. So it should be fine. So if user entity is admin, then we return this, right? So nowhere. But actually we do want where, because we want status. And I don't remember, I think that's how you do it. Status in, and this is an array. So we want ticket from the main objects, and we want status, all the statuses except resolved, right? Because resolved is basically closed. So we can just do this. I think that's how we do it. So we don't need an array. So we don't want status resolved. Right? If it's resolved, it's resolved. Which means we need to rename it to fetch open tickets assigned. Okay. And we should test it. We should test it in unit tests, but instead we're just gonna test it. So first of all, let's see, I'm an admin, so I see the same thing now. But now if I switch one of these tickets status to 10, say this one, I should no longer see it on this list. Okay. Let's keep it on the open status. But that is if I am an admin. Now, if I'm not an admin, actually, let's just do the copy pasta, and status the same, but other than status, we want assignee ID. Was it assignee ID or assignee? Assignee ID. So assignee ID is our user get identifier. All right. So in this case, we don't need user entity. All right. So that will work for users. So now we do have bin cake.php. We have a command that creates user, but I forgot what it was called, what the definition was. So let's find it. Commands, command register user, create user, and the arguments are email and password. So create user, and we'll call it admin at bhr at dummy.com, admin at dummy.com, and the password will be admin. Okay, and this user will not be an admin. There, which means that user should only see the tickets assigned to that user. Let's refresh here. Fine. Log out. Do I have? I don't think I even implemented. Yeah, I don't think I implemented a logout functionality. Let's add it to do. Not as bugs, but as admin flag. So we have this one done. Logout functionality. I'm not sure, maybe I did, but all we have to do is just clear the cookies, and we're logged out. And that's what would what the functionality would do. So that was admin at dummy.com, and password was admin, right? And our ticket list. Oh, my password's not secure. Who would have thought? Anyways, our list is empty because we have nothing assigned to us. Our ID is 2. So let's go to tickets and let's assign one of the tickets to 2. And that is the only ticket I should see. Okay, so the admin now has the ability to assign. Why does it say unassigned? Status assigned. What do you see? It should. Oh, because, okay, it is assigned, but we have no username. We're gonna have to address that sooner or later. So this is admin. Say admin. Yeah. So it's assigned to admin. Now the admin has the ability to assign it to, like, back to Raf, but then it won't be able to see it. So that's kind of a maybe not the best functionality. But let's add our to-do. Logout functionality. User name. Create user name functionality. Yeah, it's correcting me here that it should be username, right? Not user name, but user space name is also correct. It's the name of the user. Unless maybe user's name. Yeah, maybe that's better. Okay, now the IDE thinks that it's okay. So maybe I'm wrong. IDE is right and I'm wrong. wouldn't be the first. Okay, so that is done. Now let's just quickly address this bug. When we supply invalid ticket here, right, we get 500, right? This is not gracefully handled, and the reason is because we want to fetch ticket entity, but the ticket is not found, so we're returning null, but we cannot return null. So let's go to ticketing service, and the method is called fetch ticket entity. Okay, because right. First or fail, right? Record not found, and we want record not found exception to be caught in so that's gonna be in tickets controller of admin prefix, and this is my tickets, and manage, that is the ticket, and that's where we fetch it over here. Fetch ticket entity, right? Fetch ticket entity and ticketing service, yes, and manage, line 560. What? Oh, because that's in core controller. Yes, tickets controller, line 35. That's the one. So we want to try here. We want to catch this exception. And we want to do this flash error, ticket not found, and we want to return this redirect, name admin, what was it, my tickets. Let's see. Yep, ticket not found. All right, now so this ticket is now mine, right? It's assigned to admin. But if I assign it to Raf and hit assign, now when I return to the page, it should redirect me. Because it's not my ticket anymore. So this is done. We don't need to put it on to do, we're gonna do it right here. So in our manage, so we found the ticket. So now we could do it in the middleware, and we probably should, because otherwise we're just kind of polluting here that is already long, the action that is already long. But let me think about it, and let's just get the feature in. So if do I have current user? I don't. I have users, but I don't have the current user. So I can do this. This get request get attribute. What was the attribute? User? I think so. But hang on. Let's go to documentation. Let's go to authentication and identity. User impersonation. Oh, it was not user, it was identity. The identity object provides array access, but as well a get method to access data. It is strongly recommended to use the get method over array access because the get method is aware of the field mapping. So from identity I should be able, so okay, so identity get is admin. So does this work? To see if it works, let's just dump it and die. Yes, bool false, because I'm logged in not as an admin. Okay, which means when I got that identity, I don't need to fetch the user. So, see, I didn't know that. It's always best to read the documentation. So now it's assigned to Raf, and Raf is an administrator. This user is not an administrator. So if ticket, or if not is admin, and ticket assignee ID is not, oh, you know what, let's grab the identity like so. Because I'm gonna need it here. So if you're not assigned, then we're just gonna do flash error. You are not assigned to this ticket. Oops. This button. And we want to return redirection to admin my tickets. Okay, it wasn't too bad. So we added extra 3 lines. And again, now we cannot view the tickets that are not assigned to us. All right. So that is pretty simple here. I mean, as I said, it probably should be in the what do you call it, in the middleware, but okay. So fetch tickets assigned, fetch what was it, open tickets assigned. So now let's get rid of this and user service because we have identity. So this should work. right? Let's see. Well, it didn't crash. So let's log out again. And let's log in as admin, meaning the administrator. And administrator is getting all the tickets, so it does work. So identity has access to all the fields. Okay, it wasn't clear to me last time when I checked that. Okay, so we can assign this one back to admin, and now admin can view this ticket. Okay, so that's a simple simple cleanup stuff that we did. So this can be removed, this can be removed, and in the next session we're gonna probably do the logout functionality because we could use it, and ability for the user to edit the profile. So edit profile is more like what it should be called. List of other tickets, we don't care. Event system, that'll be a interesting subject. And we need notification service, and that will be sending notifications for the tickets. We'll get there. Anyways, that'll do for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you hopefully tomorrow.